Hey team, welcome to ACE Academy. I'm Harini and today we'll be looking at the most important current affairs of April 2nd, 2021. So before getting into today's session, I want to tell you some changes. So the first change is that yesterday we discussed about the sharpest rate cuts in small savings schemes, but today Ministry of Finance Government of India had retained the interest rate of small savings schemes for the first quarter for the financial year 2021 to 2022, same as the fourth quarter for the financial year 2020-2021. And the second change is that yesterday we discussed about Pakistan allowing imports from India of cotton and sugar, but today the news is that Pakistan freezes plan to allow import from India. So now let's get into the first question. So the first question is that for promoting and supporting science-based deep tech startup and ventures across India, Atal Innovation Mission Niti Aayog launched an initiative called, so the answer is option A, AIM Prime, and the full form of AIM is Atal Innovation Mission and the full form of Prime is Program for Research on Innovations, Market Readiness and Entrepreneurship. And Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation will act as the supporting agency for the initiative, while Venture Center, a non-profit technology business incubator, will be responsible for the implementation of the program. Then moving on to the next question. So the second question is that Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant General Manoj Sinha attended which edition of Purvanchal Festival Marti at India International Center, New Delhi? So the answer is option A, 4th. So Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant General Manoj Sinha attended the 4th edition of Purvanchal Festival Marti in India International Center, New Delhi. And Purvanchal is a geographical region of the eastern end part of Uttar Pradesh. It is popularly known as the land of warriors. To celebrate this Purvanchal spirit and strengthen the sense of belonging, an initiative called Marti was launched with Grand Festival in 2018. Then moving on to the next question. So the third question is that the first of its kind cruise ship service between Hazira Port of Surat and Dihu was flagged off by whom? So the answer is option D, Mansukh Mandavia. So Mansukh Mandavia flagged off the first of its kind cruise ship service between Hazira Port of Surat and Dihu. And Mansukh Mandavia is the Minister of State for Ports, Shipping and Waterways. Then moving on to the next question. So the fourth question is that what is the rank of India in the 5th edition of World Economic Forum's Global Gender Gap Report 2021? So the answer is option B, 140. So India with a score of 0.625 has been ranked 140th out of 156 countries in the 15th edition of the World Economic Forum's Global Gender Gap Report 2021. And Iceland is the most gender equal country in the world, followed by Finland and Norway. Then moving on to the next question. So Fifth question is the follow-up of fourth question. You might also expect questions like this in exam, so that's the reason I have put them back to back. So the fifth question is that which country has ranked first in the 15th edition of the World Economic Forum's Global Gender Gap Report 2021? So as we already discussed, the answer is option A, Iceland. So Iceland is the first country in the world to have global gender gap report. Is the first country, is the country to secure first place in the global gender gap report 2021. Then moving on to the next question. So the sixth question is that where was Hope Consortium's first ever World Immunization and Logistics Summit 2021 held? So the answer is option A, Abu Dhabi. So it was held in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, and it was a 2-day summit inaugurated by H.H. Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan. He is the UAE Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation to focus and enhance the cooperation to tackle COVID-19 across the world. And Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare Dr. Harshvardhan also virtually participated in a final panel decision of this summit. Then moving on to the next question. So the seventh question is that External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar reached which country as a part of his official visit from March 30 to 31, 2021? So the answer is option C, Tajikistan. So the answer is option C, Tajikistan. So Dr. S. Jaishankar reached Dushanbe, capital of Tajikistan, as a part of his official visit from March 30 to 31, 2021. Then moving on to the next question. So the eighth question is that ICICI and Axis Bank have tied up to launch a new umbrella entity for retail payments along with which global e-commerce site? So the answer is option A, Amazon and Visa. So ICICI and Axis Bank have tied up to launch a new umbrella entity for retail payments along with Amazon and Visa. So RBI, Reserve Bank of India, allowed other organizations to set up umbrella entities for payment systems to create an alternate mechanism to National Payment Corporation of India, NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India, for speeding up the cashless payment. Then moving on to the next question. So this is also a follow-up question of the previous question. So I have follow questions for the previous question. So let's get into this. So the ninth question is that Reliance Industries have tied up to launch a new umbrella entity for retail payments along with which global e-commerce site? So the answer is option D, Facebook and Google. So Reliance Industries have tied up to launch a new umbrella entity with Facebook and Google. So the 10th question is that Paytm have tied up to launch a new umbrella entity for retail payment along with which global e-commerce sites? The answer is option A, Ola. So Paytm and Ola have tied up together to launch a new umbrella entity for retail payment along with Ola. Okay, then moving on to the next question. So the 11th question is that the Reserve Bank of India, in consultation with government, decided the limit for ways and means advances for the center to how much? So the answer is option C, 1.2 lakh crore. So Reserve Bank of India, in consultation with government, decided the limit of ways and means advances to the center to be 1.2 lakh crore, and ways and means advances means the RBI provides temporary loan to the center and state government as a banker to the government. This facility is called as ways and means advances. It was first introduced in the year 1997. Under this facility, the center and the state can borrow money from RBI for a period of 90 days. Then moving on to the next question. So the 12th question is that the RBI extended the timeline for banks to process the recurring payments through online transaction with additional factor authentication on an e-mandate by how many months? So the answer is option B, 6 months. So RBI has extended the timeline for banks to process the recurring payment through online transaction with the additional factor authentication e-mandated by 6 months. The framework for e-mandate was first issued by RBI in August 2019 and fixed the timeline up to March 31, 2021. Most of the banks have not developed capabilities to support the new system, and hence so it has been extended up to September 30. So the 6-month period comes up to September 30. Then moving on to the next question. So the 13th question is that who has been appointed as the CMD of ONGCs? The answer is option B, Subhash Kumar. So Subhash Kumar has been appointed as the CMD of ONGC. Then moving on to the next question. So the 14th question is, Reserve Bank of India had extended the tenure of Rajesh Kumar Chibbar, the chairman and managing director of Jammu and Kashmir Bank, till when? So the answer is option C, 6 months. So Reserve Bank of India had extended the tenure of Rajesh Kumar Chibbar, the chairman and the managing director of Jammu and Kashmir Bank, till 6 months or till the appointment of MD and CEO, whichever is earlier. Then moving on to the next question. So the 15th question is, which notable journalist and writer from Maharashtra passed away? So the answer is option A, Anil Darkar. So Anil Darkar has passed away recently, and he is the notable journalist and writer from Maharashtra, and he was 74 years old. So that's it, we are done for the day, and thank you for watching our video. And if you think that we are doing good, please let us know in the comment section below, because it means a lot to us and it motivates us so much. And if you have any queries, please feel free to ask us in the comment section below, and you could also contact us in Facebook and Instagram. So meet you in my next video. Till then, bye. It's me, Harini, signing off.